Yeah, today it's very warm. I actually kind of think, why didn't I go running today? But it's less windy. It's, I don't know, maybe 15, 16, 17 degrees, sunny. But how could I know? That run from yesterday actually gave me some kind of cold or a very running nose. Like the whole last night and until now actually. So yeah, in this video I wanted to talk about a few things. After my last video, basically I wanted to talk about how, yeah, there's no certainty, and we know that by now. There's so little certainties due to many reasons. Many things we cannot control, and I am not perfect in any way. I mean, right now I should be sitting and probably write my paper, but I will do that definitely. I just feel like I have to go out. I need to breathe some fresh air and not just be inside. It's not healthy at all. Because there are times when we are just like, oh, I can do that later. If you have a project, you know what I mean. There's some project you can probably complete overnight, but a lot of things you cannot complete overnight. It's just not possible because you know that some things are huge projects and you may need to really invest time in doing that, obviously. But it really put some perspective this last week to me that we shouldn't wait with what we want to do, because who knows, there is a tomorrow. There is no certainty. Life is so uncertain. You know, it makes me sometimes think like, should I just move? Like, what am I doing here? What am I doing here? What is the point of me being here? And why did I move to this place? And then of course I need to be rational about it. I found a place to live here and I decided to move here to study. So yeah, I need to focus on that. It's not long time till I have completed 1 year. It's not long time at all. I really need to stick to it, hold everything together. But then there's all these other things that is scheduled up that needs to be done. You know, there's so many uncertainties, and that shouldn't paralyze. They shouldn't be paralyzing. It should be inspiring, actually. But then it's also complicated when you're not alone about your decisions. You're trying to satisfy people, and it's not good enough. And maybe that takes me. I mean, I could go on on this topic, obviously. it actually got a bit cold anyway. I've been out way over 45 minutes now anyway. I don't know, should I go back or should I go to the other park with the lake? Not sure yet. But in the meanwhile, let's talk a little bit about a situation I have with a friend. You know, friends changes. And it's understandable that we change because I also have changed a lot, but in some ways not. I think that I have grown and developed very much, but not in the sense of being not living up to my word or stuff like that. Okay, I'll get into it soon about this particular friend, but just in general, we do change, and you know, I think with time, friends reveal their true colors. And I understand that life happens, you know, but that also connects with how we should not wait to do, to follow our aspirations, to follow our visions, because you know, just 1 year, 2 years, half a decade just flashes by. You know, it's kind of scary, to be honest. It just passes us by. I think I will go through this neighborhood here, so I don't go the same way back. And then maybe actually I go by the lake. Let me share the neighborhood a little bit. Yeah, but again, I have this good friend of mine, long time friend. You know, it's nice to have that kind of friend that you can sometimes you talk on the phone or you meet up and it's just like you can just talk for hours, and it's like that kind of relationship with a friend that you just can talk everything about, basically everything, and it's just always kind of the same vibe, which is comforting actually. I have walked here before, I recognize this neighborhood. Yeah, but that kind of friend is kind of soothing to have. I'll switch back. But then something changed, I kind of would say. This is back about 1 year ago. Seriously? Oh. Doing some construction. About 1 year ago, yeah, I was living in Portugal, and no, but I should maybe say that first. I just feel this friend has changed. Like, for example, we talked a month ago or something about, are you going home for Easter? Yeah, me too. And I thought maybe I could go up to Stockholm. Actually, we could either spend some time together. It was a long time since we met, and then maybe I can go with you, because he has a car, to go together to Dalarna. Or centipede. Creepy. So yeah, maybe I could go with you from Stockholm since we're coming from the same place. And he just, yeah, I'll check the details and I'll get back to you. yeah, of course he didn't get back to me, and then he was in Dalarna. Go to just by himself or with his son or whatever, you know. And that to me is not a nice move, obviously. Then, you know, you text asking something and don't hear back, basically, or just a very strange kind of response. Very much of a, and I don't know, after a specific thing happened, maybe there is some connection to what happened and the way he's behaving, I don't know. But I tell you about what happened. And this is like the worst thing that could happen, in my opinion. This is definitely the worst thing that could happen. So he's working with kids, you know, like a kindergarten teacher going out, not a teacher, but more of this playground teacher, if you want, if you wish. I don't know the name of it actually, but yeah. Anyway, he was accused by a girl who, this he said would have happened according to her back in 2020, and a few years later, like now, last year, 2023, he was accused, and he went to the police investigation for this horrible, just dirty preying upon this kid, basically. And I just thought it was horrible when he shared this to me, that he was expelled for a while. There was an internal investigation, I mean, from the school and the police. And the parents of this child even went to the newspaper, like one very, very low-level newspaper actually. And yeah, then it was, but they didn't find any evidence or anything. It was, what do you say? How do you say it? It was no prosecutions, basically, because there was nothing found. It was crazy, made-up story from this girl. And this is also one reason why I didn't take the job that I for this institution with these problem kids, teenagers, because one of the instructors said that never be alone with any of these girls. They will make up stories for you, about you, to get you in trouble. And that is like the worst thing that could absolutely happen. So that was one of the reasons why I didn't want to do that job. No way. I don't know, I couldn't handle something like that. It's the worst thing. I have seen a lot of these videos where they catch people like that. I think it's just amazing job they are doing, because it's completely unacceptable behavior and preying on innocents, basically, that have not that kind of developed brain, or they are not developed, basically. They should not be handled in this manner whatsoever. But again, I just feel that this friend of mine, I don't know, it's strange. He has changed in his behavior, kind of thing. There was one time before he told me about this. I don't remember when this was. Maybe this was also last year sometime, but earlier, when he said that, I think I will walk down here, so less traffic. Yeah, but he mentioned something about he felt bad that he was not contacting so much, and I said I understand that. I mean, we have life, we have everything we need to do, and don't have so much time to talk as often as maybe we did before, you know. And that is understandable, but it was nice that he could acknowledge that, I guess. But now I think after this is a whole different vibe around him, and I asked him about dating sometime when we do talk, which was a long time now. It was 1 month, 2 months ago. And there's now no interest in any dating. I don't think he has been dating app. I don't know, but I think he has. It seems like, because we are open talking about if we're dating, or like friends talking about anything and dating, including dating. And there's just nothing. Seems to have been like went on a few Tinder meetup, but didn't lead to anything. So I don't think he has been with a single woman any dates, like intimacy dates or so, since many years. I mean, I think I'm talking about even before, when I finished university, or when I was before I left to Portugal or something like that, to move to Portugal. And fair enough. I mean, it's sometimes I have been going through times where both when it was difficult to find someone, when I was open for it, but also times when I have not been open for it because I wanted to focus on myself. I wanted to focus on being alone, or I wanted to focus on finding more happiness in myself, or definitely. But I just feel this starts become a little bit of odd. I mean, considering, and I'm not saying anything of these accusations happen. I mean, of course I believe in my friend, obviously. But I'm just saying that, what do I know? Like, not dating anybody for many, many years, and then this horrible accusation happens, and on the top of that, like, don't even reaching back out to me about going together to home for Easter, when I am asking openly, like, oh, what if I come up to you by train or so, and then I can go with you. For me that would be just like, yeah, of course. But I don't know, it seems a little bit, maybe I'm completely wrong here, but it seems a little bit like somebody avoiding you, that I just need to check how it's gonna be, I get back to you, and then never get back to you, you know. So in this way, friends do change. Yeah, I don't know what to say more about that topic, actually. Now I got very warm instead. You see, I have the scarf, I have a warm shirt and a jacket. But yeah, I mean, I understand it is difficult climate for meeting a partner. I think in Sweden dating can be it can be a bit difficult. I think also living in Stockholm, but he's not actually living in Stockholm. But it must be some kind, if you're open and you are interested you should be able to meet someone, I think, after such long time. But I mean, I have also been in situations where I'm thinking, if this doesn't work out now, and that's a little bit how it's been really in different periods. Sometime I've been, okay, now that didn't work out, now I'm gonna just be alone, like rebuild myself, if you wish. And then there have been other times when I'm just like, okay, I don't care if this doesn't work out. I'm just gonna be open for meeting someone else. It's really in where you are, you know, with yourself. So I think that can be absolutely fine to be. Now I'm in a time where I'm just focusing on being happy with myself, building my life, focus on my job, my career, or focus on my exercise. Those things is some stuff that we have talked about also, me and this friend. But I think he's been saying that now for I don't know for how many years. I can't even count. But anyway, that's not my problem. Everybody is free to do what they want. The reason why I bring it up is because I'm sharing this horrible story of being accused for horrible things in a kindergarten as a teacher, or doing something very inappropriate, which should be, if it's true, people that do these things should be put behind bars, obviously, because they are a danger to the most precious things, in my opinion, we have in the world, which is our children and our future. It's so clear to me. So I'm just sharing what I found a little bit. Yeah, a friend that seems to have changed because of that, and I can understand why. I mean, I'm not talking whether it being true or not. I'm just speaking how that would change anybody, I guess, to be accused of something like that. Absolutely horrible. So that is the horrible story time of this friend. I don't know, maybe I should text him out. But I did text him for not long time at all. I asked him for a favor and he said yes, and then there's just silence. Nothing more. And that's the kind of vibe I've been getting from this friend for quite some time now, that you're asking something and then there is kind of the silence treatment somehow. Yeah. Friends change, you know, and everybody change. And I am not the kind of person that is just running after somebody and start asking a lot of stuff and start to question a lot of things. Like, what is it? Not at all. I know that I am a good friend. Somebody that you can always come to for advice and talk about problems, which is probably why he even shared this with me and called me and talked a lot with me about this when it was happening during last year. So now actually just seeing kind of the opposite is, I don't know, it's very strange. But yeah, that would for sure change. I don't know, I couldn't imagine being through something like that. Absolutely horrible. Many people out running today. Maybe I can walk through. No, I don't think it's too muddy. Well, I'm here now. I'm gonna sit down and then go home to have a coffee and do my stuff. That's on my schedule. Take care, everybody. See you in the next one. Tom out. Mojo.